morning, children. Now, this topic, chemical reactions and equations, is very important, and it is the base of chemistry. And this lesson and many other topics of chemistry cannot be done if we are not thorough with the language of chemistry. Now, language of chemistry consists of symbol, formulae, followed by the chemical reactions, which you have already done in class 9, that how to write symbol, formula, and then crisscross method. Now, chemical equation. Now, what is a chemical equation? A chemical equation is defined as a shorthand representation of a chemical reaction in the terms of symbol and formulae. Now, here you have to lay stress on true chemical reaction, because sometimes when children are told to write combination reaction, they write any of their own. This A plus B gives C, and that is not a true reaction. So we have to follow those reactions which are true, that is, they are either occurring in nature or can be performed in the laboratory. Now, the topic on page number 5 of your NCERT is how to make a chemical reaction more informative. Now, why there is need to make an equation more informative? It is because of the reason, children, that if we simply write that carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen and we get methanol, and we try to do so, if we do not have proper information, this reaction will not take place. Why? Because it needs to be performed at a particular pressure, that is of 340 atmosphere. Now, this reaction is also given in your NCERT. So, you have to remember it. Then, if we say that photosynthesis is taking place, but it will never take place in the absence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So, there is a need of certain conditions which must be there, fulfilled, so as to have a complete reaction. Now, I will just discuss one more reaction with you, that if we talk about combination of nitrogen and hydrogen to give ammonia. Now, children, this is a reversible reaction and it has to be performed at a specific pressure. Otherwise, we will never get ammonia, as ammonia formed will again change back into nitrogen and hydrogen. Hence, we come to the point how to make a chemical equation more informative. So, to make a chemical equation more informative, we have to study about the significance which a chemical equation is giving us. Number 1, qualitative. Number 2, quantitative. Now, what is the qualitative significance of a chemical equation? When we talk about qualitative significance, it tells us the names of the substances as well as in terms of their symbols and formulae. Then it also tells us the physical state, whether they are in gaseous state, solid or liquid. Then we also know the conditions required. That is, this particular reaction will take place at 340 atmosphere. This particular reaction will take place under these conditions. So this is the qualitative significance, as well as what are the conditions required to make a chemical equation more informative. Now we come to the part that what is the quantitative significance of a chemical equation. Now, the quantitative significance is, if we look at a chemical equation, we come to know the number of molecules of the reactants involved and the products produced. Now, as you see in this, you can see 1 molecule, 2 and then 1. 6 molecules, 12 molecules, 1 molecule, 6 molecule and 6 molecule. In the same way, you can also come to know about the relative masses or weights of the reactants used and the products produced. Now, what are the advantages? Why should we go for all this? Why can't we simply say that yes, chlorophyll will be there, sunlight will be there, and then there will be CO2? Because the chemical equation, remember, shorthand representation of a chemical process or a chemical chain. So it saves time and space. Number 2, we may have common names, but when we are writing the chemical equations, we are using symbol and formulae approved by IUPAC. Hence, these are worldwide acceptable. Thank you.